All right, Deadhead, so here's the moment. The old man is going to take a look at the Furious Su-10. What do you guys think he's going to say? I have no idea because he hasn't been prompted. So I'm going to hand him the box and let's see what he thinks about it. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Ryan Retro channel. No, wait, I'm not him, and I don't know as much about Retroid as he does. Shout out, Ryan. Anyways, welcome back to the channel, Deadheads, or welcome to the channel for the first time, new Deadheads. Today, the Furious steering wheel handheld. Yes, this e-waste is taking e-waste to a new level, and you're going to love seeing the old man take a look at this and describe this crazy cheap e-waste. So let's get on with it. Remember to hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss an episode of our awesome content. And let's drive in. All right, Deadheads, here it is. The game console. So we're going to have the old man test this out, but let's do an unboxing. This is actually a decent box. Now I picked this up for about $30, so I'm not expecting much. It's got 640 by 480 pixels. Protect your eyes. It's the game console. Again, this is the goofiest thing I've looked at in a long time, but it looks like it's, I hate when they show that, you know, money, it doesn't have RetroArch, but they're using the RetroArch logo. It is a quad core, I'll believe it when I see it. 3.5-inch screen, dual joystick, memory card, handle, and a powerful battery. This is the Su-10 model, and so let's take a look at the back here, and we got a little label here, product, game, and manufacturer, something made in China, and a couple of versions here, and it's a 3.5-inch high definition. It's running an A732-bit RISC. I bet it's the RK3128. System is RTOS, don't know what that is. Dual 3D rocker, they're sure proud of that, and the 10 simulators. And it's patented private model for racing steering wheel, support for large screen, support handle connection for 2 people. So this is pretty interesting. The Furious S10. Well, let's get this thing out of the box and see what's inside. Okay, so the Furious 10. So let's take a look and see what's in the box here and see if it's something that we like. So right off the bat, the box is not too bad. We've got the handle here. Let's take this out of the way. And as you can see here in the box, the Furious S10, the packaging is decent. Underneath, so underneath we have, oh guys, Deadheads, what have I said? Mustard cables, mustard and ketchup. No wayno when it's mustard and ketchup. This is not something we want. So definitely don't like that right there. And then we have a USB-C to USB-A, so USB-C to A, and a manual. And then our key here. So not a lot to the package. I wasn't expecting much. Again, this is a $30 handheld. It's goofy. So I really don't think that it's going to speak much to me, but let's take a look at this and let's see what the old man thinks. Let's have the old man unbox it, and we'll be right back.
Oh.
So what do you think?
Like a steering wheel.
Steering wheel, yeah.
Like a car.
Open it up.
I thought it was a game, but it's, let's see what we got here. Got a nice little package.
Gotta help Dad out here with this. He's not a gamer, remember?
It is. It is a steering. It's a car. It's a game. It's bold.
You got it upside down.
Upside down. It's, it's comfortable.
It's comfortable.
You can hold it like that. Made out of plastic. I don't. If it dropped, it break.
Well, it is.
You'd be stuck with a bunch of pieces on the floor.
It is e-waste.
Well, it's controls. They're ready. It's got a good grip on the thing like that. You can hold it on the thing. Got a nice little screen, but you can't put it in your pocket. It's too big.
He's learning.
But it got nice little buttons, red, blue, and green.
I can't be.
Back up. Let's look at back up. Well, that's the name of the company there. On the back of it, you can see some of the guts inside.
He likes transparent.
Got some little button down here at the bottom. Let's take a look. A lid up. Yes, sir. This is the size screen you got. So it's like a steering wheel. So I think a lot of you people out there are gonna start copycatting this thing because this design is comfortable. Like steering. Who knows? Maybe we have some different colors, and maybe somebody make you some metal. The old man. Thank you.
All right, so let's get this thing out of the package here. And first impressions, we saw the old man's impressions, and I don't know, guys. I gotta say, it's interesting. So holding this is not terrible, but first of all, let's try the buttons. I kind of knew I would not like the buttons, to be fair. I mean, you can see here, the buttons are just not, they look 3D printed, to be honest. Come on, man. We're mass manufacturing. So really, we'd expect something just a little bit more favorable over here. But if we take a look here at this, and we do the button testing here, then it's totally, it's loud. It feels okay. I'll give it that. It does feel okay. I don't really know. You can't really see the markings. It is marked. They have A and B over here and X and Y over here. So that's a little different. And then you have your L and R way over here. So for Sega style, this might be okay. I don't know if this is the order I would have it in. This D-pad, wow, D-pad is springy, mushy. So, you know, the spring pads, the D-pad's kind of springy, so I don't really know how I feel about it. Really loud. It's not great, guys. I can tell you that. The D-pad is not great. And then we have the sticks. And the sticks are not clicky. The sticks are not, they're not clicky, all right? So you can't click in, so no, which doesn't surprise me. I don't think it needed to be clicky, depending on, you know, what this thing is going to be able to run, but I'm not expecting it to run a whole lot. So holding it, and these sticks are low. This would be very awkward to hold these sticks, and there's no way you could hold these sticks and really hit L3 and R3. It's pretty damn ridiculous, guys, okay? It makes no sense. So why this has sticks, I don't know, because I don't think it's going to run anything that could need sticks. And even if it did, having your L3 and R3 right there, it doesn't make any sense. So it's very, very awful. So, but holding the D-pad isn't so bad. Holding it is, like the old man said, it's not terrible. You know, this is, you know, Deadhead's e-waste. I mean, it's not like I didn't know it was going to be e-waste. So, yeah, let's get it fired up and see if there's any redeeming qualities to this thing. All right, so we got some Game Boy Advance, and the sound is awful, guys. Like, OMG, it's terrible. The sound is just awful. One speaker, it's backfiring, I think. It's hard to tell. And it sounds like it's slowing down on Game Boy Advance. So, I would not expect this to even play Game Boy Advance. This may not even be a Rock Chip 3128. I don't really know. It's not super comfortable to hold. And again, with Game Boy, L and R, you use L and R, and it being over here, impractical. It's just not practical, guys. So, this is classic, true e-waste. This is not a diamond in the rough. And really, I wanted to review this knowing that this was going to be awful and terrible, and it is, guys. Don't waste your money on this. But I wanted to know if this form factor could turn into something that could be redeemable. And let's say that, I don't know, I don't think even if you made this well, if AYRJGF made something like this, I don't know that I would enjoy this. I think it's a cool concept if it had a gyro in it and it had axis ability and you could actually play a game like Mario Kart and steer it kind of like the Wii. That actually could be interesting, but this layout is not going to be very favorable for something like Game Boy. You need triggers or something on the back. They really should have had triggers back here to make it worth it. The screen is okay. There's not a lot I like about this. It's gonna end up just being a shelf piece. It'll just sit up here on the shelf and look pretty because that's about all that it's gonna be worth for this. Guys, I do this out of my love because I want you guys to see the jank. I want you to be able to avoid the absolute terrible, and I don't see it. Leave me a comment if you think there's something here that's redeemable. But for me, it's a complete waste. This goes down with the fan and the vape. We need to stop putting screens in products and trying to turn them into handhelds. But, like I said, you know, if you want a nice looking shelf piece, an interesting conversation topic, this is going to make some interesting conversation. There's not much else to it than that. So, Defred says, save your money. Anyways, guys, this has been a look along with the old man and his thoughts on the Su-10 Furious from Game Console. Game Console, protect your reputation better. Do better. Remember to hug your loved ones and love your hugged ones because tomorrow is never promised. We'll see you next time, Deadheads. Get Fred out.